Hello everybody, how is it going? Today I'm playing some Lucci against a Katakuri. I wanted to check this deck out. I think it has gotten, or at least black as a whole archetype has gotten a lot cooler in OP03, honestly. We're playing CP9 stuff. Playing the air door version of Lucci. You can play him more navy-sided, where you play brand new. But in this version we're playing Spandam. I also kind of want to see if there's a version where you play both searchers, just because we love searchers. That's the law on me. But start the game pretty simple. Just play a Spandam, grab a Bluno. I think that was our only option, honestly. Swing for 5 on our turn 2. Play a blocker. They get a cracker trigger, and he does a play that I don't think I really agree with, especially seeing that I have a blocker right now. I don't know why exactly he decides to do this. Maybe he just doesn't have a 4-drop, but I don't know, it seemed like a bit of a weird play. I don't know, Katakuri plays a ton of 4-drops, so I'm surprised he didn't have one. But I guess, it happens. He will sack off our blocker so we don't take the double hit. Also, something to remember is that if your opponent is still lower life than you, the cracker keeps the plus 1000 on your turn. So that's why I was hesitated for a second there. I'm like, wait, let me check life. But we were even, so it stays at 5. Thankfully. I just decided to play the the Borsellino there. Could have also played the Bluno, but Bluno wouldn't be a blocker. He'd just kind of be a body right now. So I just kind of wanted to have the blocker in case he just decides to put another, the rest of his Dawn on the cracker again and try to hit me. So that's why I did that. But he ends up playing Soul Focus. I'm not really a big fan of this card. I feel like it just doesn't develop your board. And at that point, it's like, oh, I'm giving you an extra draw, or I'm just trashing one of my life. It doesn't seem that impactful. I don't feel like there's any pressure really put on me. But fair enough. We'll just swing for 5, play the Sakazuki. Probably chuck the other one. I don't know if I'm gonna need to use another one late game. Pop the cracker. Not gonna use my leader effect. We'll pass it back. Goes 1 Dawn on leader. Probably swings at me for 7. Yep, swings at me for 7. I'll block and 2k out. He'll probably drop a 7-cost Big Mom. And that is what he does. I just trash my life. Don't want the game going too long, honestly. We'll draw for turn. We're probably just going to end up playing down the Isho. I do believe this is a misplay, by the way, because if he did decide to counter out of this correctly, I think he messes up a bit here. I don't know, he must have thought it was a 6k or something. But if he does counter out of that correctly, we don't end up getting to rip 2 cards, so I guess never punish, but that's definitely should have just played the Icho first and then swung. Yeah, we'll pass it back. He'll immediately drop his 10-cost Big Mom. Not good. This card is so good. It's so good. I don't know if you guys have tested it all with yellow, but it's kind of just so much fun just repetitively dropping this card. We will double 1k out of that Big Mom swing to keep our Sakazuki. Just want to try to at least win on board, even though I'm down in life. Even though it is a little bit hard with a 12k body. Don't really have a ton of plays this turn. We probably want to get down the Bluno. So we can use him and then float into a Fukuro for the next turn. Just keep ourselves safe. So we'll just swing baseline with our big bodies. Probably go 7 with lead. He'll take both the bigger hits. He'll end up triggering a Ikaku Sovereignty to gain back 1 of his life by trashing 2 cards. Honestly, I'm kind of happy about that. Just because his hand was pretty sizable. Then he just combos out of that attack too, so his hand is quite low now. We'll drop our Bluno and leave 2 up for our Impact Wave. Should be able to live this turn pretty easily. He'll Soul Focus again. I think I end up giving him a life just because I know he can't play another 7-cost Big Mom this turn. Yep, that's what I end up doing. He still has 5 Dawn to work with. He can't really go for game. No, he just straight up can't go for game. If I trashed my life there, he could have gone for game. But, I did have the impact wave up, so maybe it was correct for me to trash that life. Not too sure. Goes 3 down on lead, swings at me for 9, or swings at one of my characters for 9. Maybe challenging the Sakazuki. Yep, he goes for the Sakazuki. We'll probably just impact wave out of that. Yep. I'll go 2 Dawn on his 7 cost Big Mom, swing for 10. We'll use the Bluno, and then grab back our Fukuro. So next turn we'll still have a blocker. I'd imagine he doesn't want to swing at the Fukuro, but fair enough if he does. He'll go his 10 cost Big Mom, probably still into Sakazuki. It kind of doesn't matter what he goes into, because I think I'm almost always just using the Borsellino there, because I have another one in hand, so I'm not too worried about dying. And this turn I think was a pretty big swing turn. I think this has really helped us out. Rob Lucci having a kid-esque ability is really sweet. So we go 5 Dawn on leader. We'll swing at the 7 cost Big Mom, just for a good number. And he decides to counter out, so we'll immediately just swing our Isho at it. And then we'll use our leader effect, trashing 2. We'll save the Borsellino for like next turn. As long as we have 1 blocker this turn, we should be fine. We'll put another 2 Dawn on our leader and swing for 12 at the other Big Mom. And we clear his board. He only has 1 attack, so we're pretty much safe this turn. Our Fukuro, I'm not really worried about, him dying to a trigger or anything, just because he can't be KO'd. So we're in a pretty good spot. He swings for 5. I think I actually end up taking this one. Just because if he has another Big Mom, there's no reason not for me to take that one. And if he's just swinging for 5, that usually means a Big Mom. But it's actually a 7 cost Big Mom. And because of that, I can just choose to trash my own life and nothing happens. And this turn, we're definitely going for game, because he has no cards in hand. So we'll put 3 Dawn in Spandam, swing for 5. Put 2 Dawn on Fukuro, swing for 5 again. He'll trigger a Shirahoshi, that's pretty good. Help him find some 2k counters. What's nice is that we always know we have our leader restand here, so that's why I just swing a 5. So whenever he chooses to block, I can just restand with my leader. Don't have to worry about it. But I think it was game regardless, even without leader effect. Yep, and he scoops it up. Thanks for watching, guys.